Praise be unto Armin. Yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of Titans, I shall fear no fear. That right there, it's like you kind of sums up Akihisa right there in my mind. Also, yeah, Aki's got some good stuff. Okay. Since this would spoil stuff, I can't do my absolute favorite moment. So what's another one? Actually, one of the first episode lines is one of my favorites. It really just kind of sets the mood for him. Me was really pretty and all, but this girl is hot. Maybe she could give me some private lessons.
She's cowering.
My favorite arc of fairy tale in writing the show was don't tell Russia I told you this, okay? He'll put me back in the closet. I think my favorite arc for writing was the Edalus arc. It's just filled with all of the back and forth, and you have really pissed off Lucy meets really pissed off Lucy, and like I said, the back and forth with Gajil and these things.
I'm sounding way more Italian than I am sounding Lithuanian. Like, that's the whole thing. Finding the Lithuanian accent was really, I can't even talk. New lips. I talk for a living. Lithuania. We were just like, the first time that we came in for Lithuania, oh my god, I can't remember the director's name, Scott. Director Scott, who was in charge of directing the very first season in Italia, he had already cast Russia, and he'd cast most of the Baltic states at that point. Lithuania hadn't been recorded yet. And we tried for maybe an hour trying to find solid evidence of what a Lithuanian accent would sound like, and through everything we could, and we just could not nail it down. So we're just like, okay, do something partially Russian, and then just throw something. So, like, and I had auditioned for Russia when it initially came out, so I just kind of threw in my Russian accent and then just made it, higher pitched, and that became Lithuania. And
it's very fun. I love it.
Are you ready for Beautiful World?
Do what?
Beautiful World. I'm excited.
Yeah, Beautiful World's gonna be fun. Beautiful World's gonna be a lot of fun, especially, and they just announced all of the cast for the gender bend version, so, so super excited. It's been like my favorite choice so far. Two of my favorite choices have been Monica Rial for playing female Britain. Because originally she was the Flying Met Bunny. And so she gets to do, that, and I think the new Met Bunny for that scene is being voiced by Scott Freeman, who voiced the male version of England. So, and then Alexis Tipton getting to do the voice for Japan. And she's super cute because she played Chibi Japan. So
Ryan Reynolds. Her name also just happens to be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, who plays.
Latvia.
Just saying it as the actor.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds, who is Latvia. And I think she's also doing something for the Junior Band. So, Kuranosuke was, at the time that I did it, was easily one of the most challenging roles I've ever done because of the duality of the character. And was also the show that kind of got me out of a funk. Because at that point, I was starting to get kind of burned out as a fan on anime, because we've just been seeing like this constant churning out from Japan of all of these no substance fan service shows. Just nothing but bright colors and sparkly boobies. And that's fun for a while. That's great. But after a while, when you keep doing the exact same things over and over again in a different setting, like as a fan, it just started to get kind of old. And then I see Princess Jellyfish, and I see like just the opening alone with Star Wars reference, Mary Poppins reference, Singing in the Rain, all these wonderful like cross-country, cross-culture geek references. Like, these dudes are awesome. Whoever wrote and animated this is someone like me. And like Star Wars and everything else, and I really, really enjoyed it. And when I found out about the show, Chris Bevins, who directed the English dub, came to all the dudes in the studio that he thought would be able to pull off Kuranosuke, because he knew that he wanted to try to go with the male actor if he could find one that could fit the bill. And so about 2 weeks before audition, he came and found a whole bunch of us and told us what was going on and said, go and watch the show. I go home that night, I watched the first episode, and And I watched the second episode. 6 hours later, I'm finishing up 11, and I had to stop because like I'm going to finish the show, but I can't watch all of it because if I don't get the part, I'm going to be heartbroken. So, but if I do get the part, I don't want to know where it ends or what the last episode is going to be like because I want to go there with the character. And so, and going in to do the audition, I was the first person to audition for the entire show. And I ended up getting Kurnosuke. And it was so much fun that it's one of the few characters where I've really had to get down a physicality in the booth in order to really pull off the voice. Because you get really crazy in the booth sometimes. You have to be, like, it's something that you have to be really careful for because you can either end up knocking the mic over or, you know, getting off mic. Both of which I've done. Much to the dismay of my directors. And my sound engineer. But in the booth, I ended up, in order to really hammer out the two distinct different personalities of Kuro, or not really personalities, but more or less the attitude. Whenever he was just regular Kuro. I was standing in the booth with my arms in my pocket. Yeah, it's awesome. And then when he was Kuro drag mode, I was leaning up against the wall. Oh yes, darling, it's fabulous. And just stuff like that. So yeah, he was insanely fun, and it was one of those roles where just completely made me fall in love with the genre all over again, and with anime in general all over again. I love Prince Jellyfish. Yeah. What's up?
It's human nature, Aaron.
That's one of the hardest voices for me to get out too. Like Baby Armin. What was another one?
Chibi Armin?
As a matter of fact, it does. I'd rather. What was the line? I'd rather. I know something, and then I'd rather something than brawl like a beast. I could, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather take a few lumps. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it does. I'd rather take a few lumps than brawl like a beast. It's human nature, Aaron. Sailor Moon. Streaming starts May 19th. The only official way to watch Sailor Moon online. Mondays are now Moon Days on Neon Alley. Get 2 new episodes every week. Available for the first time streaming online on Hulu and Neon Valley. Coming soon to Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. NeonValley.com, Viz.com/Sailor Moon. You're welcome, Viz. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Because I don't want to like spoil anything, because I'll start throwing in stuff that's happening in the series to make those nightmares. Let's see. All those horrible faces. No, I don't want to get eaten. Come on. Oh, that one's kind of hot. Out or something? Do what? You never know. You never know with these. You never know with these blonde Aryan types. Aryan. Oh my, honey. What?